Crypto consists of a whole lot degeneracy, not because crypto is degenerate, but because people who are in crypto love degeneracy. But now one important thing to understand is trillions of dollars are being made with degeneracy. Lottery, for example, is degeneracy. Gambling is degeneracy. And although it's very stupid, people love to put their hard-earned money on the line to maybe win more of it. And this is exactly where the big bag is being made in crypto. I believe that the meme coin market in future will even take a much bigger piece of the pie of the entire gambling market. I was never a gambler. I was never into gambling. I never understood the concept of it, right? Because in the end, you're gonna lose anyways. The bank is winning, okay? The casino is winning. But I love to gamble on meme coins because there's much more control to it, okay? At least we have the feeling it is like this. People have the feeling there's much more control and knowledge involved in order to make a 10x out of your investment. Many people think that meme coins don't have any value. And I get it why they think that, but this is BS. Because does entertainment have value? Does gambling have value? Yes, it does. Let me show you one thing in here. Due to this article, the global gambling market is worth over $500 billion per year. And I would argue that the entire gambling market worldwide is even 3x or 4x bigger than that. Think about if we include all the private gambling that is happening, okay? All the illegal tournaments, all the illegal poker, just the private casinos and bookies, I know how much volume they're pushing. I think like it's way bigger. This is a massive industry here, okay? We're about to experience something groundbreaking, something I'm really excited about. The crypto degeneracy, for the first time ever, is about to conquer Bitcoin. If you believe in Bitcoin, but you're kind of bored of the boring multiples that we're getting over years and years by holding Bitcoin, but you still believe in this asset, then what I'm about to show you here in this video might be the #1 best bet that you can take, especially in this cycle, to get way better multiples. And this is definitely, and I'm very confident to say that this is one of the subjects that you should definitely study. Wait. Did I just say boring multiples in Bitcoin? If you trade Bitcoin like my brother and I do, it's anything but boring. We're buying supercars by pressing buttons on our phone trading Bitcoin. This is anything but boring. We've helped hundreds of average people to quit their 9-to-5 job, make a full-time income, many even multiple incomes, just by pressing buttons on their phone, right? This is what we're doing by trading Bitcoin. It's absolutely ridiculous. Just be smart like all of these people. Get yourself involved. Get yourself into the Penthouse Crypto University. My brother and I are teaching you for absolutely free. We're not charging anything, okay? We've been crushing it in crypto for the past couple of years. We made real nice wealth for us and our family. And we're exactly the kind of people you want to learn from how to go through the cycle, how to trade these assets. And in the Penthouse, we're explaining everything. We built an entire crypto university, right? With multiple sectors. But all of this is for free available. If you click the link down below in the description, you can join for free. There are no upsells, there's no BS. I'm not going to sell you anything in there. We'll make money with the actual investments, with the actual trades. Right? All of this here is for brand building, for building our brand more massive, okay? And capitalizing on it in the long term. But I'm not gonna sell you anything, okay? You can join in there for free and you learn absolutely everything that took us millions of dollars in lessons learned, right? You get all of this knowledge for absolutely free, okay? You don't find anything like this on the entire internet, but we're giving away for free what other people are charging $10,000, $20,000, $25,000 for. So back to the video. Bitcoin NFTs are about to arrive. Fun fact, NFTs were actually a scam. These little pictures that people paid $10,000, $20,000 for, they were never on a blockchain. Okay, Elon Musk exposed this on Joe Rogan.
But I mean, NFTs, the funny thing is that the NFT is not even on the blockchain. It's just a URL to the JPEG. So it's not even like, it's like you should at least encode the JPEG in the blockchain. Because like if the company housing the image goes out of business, you don't have the image anymore.
NFTs were the massive narrative of the last bull cycle, okay? Millions and millions of dollars were being made. Young crypto kids are just completely destroying the game. We're losing also these millions of dollars again, of course, right? But a lot of capital was flowing in there. A lot of people made a lot of money. Some of them lost it again, but a lot of people were getting rich. One of my friends, the last bull cycle with NFTs alone, $12.5 million within 1 month, okay, by trading NFTs. He understood it and he kept it. He didn't lose it again, okay? But this is freaking crazy. And all of this is happening in real time again. And we are early to this, okay? We can prepare for this. And this is on the blockchain of Bitcoin, okay? So the narrative is much bigger, right? The brand of Bitcoin is much bigger. And I think that this is a much bigger opportunity than last time. So for the first time in crypto history, Bitcoin will be used for more than just for being a store of value. The Bitcoin technology, and more importantly, their narrative, the Bitcoin narrative, will be used and will be leveraged to create value and assets on top of it. Bitcoin's security technology outperforms anything else in the market. Do you know how many people already try to crack this? And this security technology will be used in order to create assets on top of it. So what we have to understand and digest here right now is that the Bitcoin narrative is unbelievably powerful. For sure, the most powerful in entire crypto. And at one point, everyone will hop on this trend here, okay, to capitalize it. Now, the most important thing for us investors here in crypto is that we are early to the party and we understand how to profit and get involved as early as possible. So let's break this down here. This guy, Casey, on Twitter, he pretty much innovated and paved a new way on what's going to happen with Bitcoin in future. Bitcoin has a special method on how each Bitcoin is being created. If you do not understand how Bitcoin is being created, go and watch a video about it. There are like great videos explaining this. I'm not going to go into that. But every 10 minutes, a new block is being created. And each and one of these blocks is made up out of many, many Satoshis. Satoshis is like cents to the dollar. With ordinals, we have the possibility to give each and every Satoshi its own ID. So right now, Bitcoin is a fungible token, meaning one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin, just like $1 equals $1. If I take $1 from you, give you another dollar, it doesn't matter, okay? It's the exact same thing. This process here right now will make Bitcoin a non-fungible token, NFT, meaning one Satoshi does not equal another Satoshi. They're different. So this means each and every Satoshi in the Bitcoin blockchain will have their own ID and will not be equal to another. They're all unique. Each Bitcoin has 100 million Satoshis. Each one of these Satoshis has their own ID, a number, and this is what we call an ordinal. Now this guy came in here, he discovered these ordinals, okay? He didn't create them, he discovered it, okay? And he said, what if we could inject a piece of data on each of these ordinals, on each of these Satoshis? Texts, games, videos, pictures, and now suddenly Bitcoin is not a fungible token anymore, it's a non-fungible token because one Satoshi does not equal another Satoshi. So Nick, what's the big deal? We already have this on Ethereum, right? We have these NFTs. Guys, Elon Musk already explained it in this interview. NFTs is nothing more than a URL pointing to any database on the entire internet. And one big opportunity that I see here is that one Satoshi. Now you might be saying, hey Nick, there are endless amounts of Satoshis. What's the big deal? Okay, there are 100 million Satoshis in each Bitcoin. One big opportunity that I see is that one Satoshi is not necessarily equally as important and as valuable as another Satoshi. There are rare Satoshis. Bitcoin has special events, okay? Some are frequent, some are less frequent, and some of these events are extremely rare. Every 10 minutes, a new Bitcoin block is being created. And the first Satoshi in this block is for sure more rare and more special than all the other Satoshis. Every 4 years, just like today, the Bitcoin halving is happening, okay? Every 210,000 blocks. The first Satoshi after this halving process is obviously extremely rare because it's only every 4 years, right? And this Satoshi is being called epic because it's so rare. So what do you think? How much more valuable this epic Satoshi is going to be to the crypto community, the Bitcoin community, than all the other Satoshis? Much more. Think about a special Rolex model, okay? There is only one piece of them, and this one piece is being created every 4 years, but it's only one. You can bet everything that watch enthusiasts are going to be crazy and they're going to die in order to buy this one Rolex. There are only a couple of these, and they're only released every 4 years. Scarcity is the most powerful thing in entire marketing and in the entire market. And then we have the most rare of all of them. When a difficulty adjustment and a halving is happening at the exact same time, this happens every 24 years. And the first Satoshi of this cycle is being called legendary. And then of course, what I find even more interesting is that there are exotic stats, okay? You most probably know, everybody knows this in crypto, right? We have this famous pizza where a guy buys a pizza for 10,000 Bitcoins, okay? Now, obviously, this pizza block, where this has been created, this one Bitcoin, like these 10,000 Bitcoins, right? They're also sats, Satoshis, right? Now, this is historically a super valuable thing for these Bitcoin geeks. I personally wouldn't give any fuck about owning one of these Satoshis, to be honest. I'm not one of these people who's like, oh, I want to collect this. This is so special. Or I'm a part of the Bitcoin history, you know? The only thing that I'm asking myself is, how can I make millions out of milking this, being early in this trend? So what's going to happen is that every one of these Satoshis can be made more valuable by putting content or inscribing value on top of each of these Satoshis. Let's go back to NFTs. If the guy who created this strange little JPEG that you bought for $20,000 that dumped already down to $200, and this guy decides to take down this URL right now, to just take it offline, your NFT is gone. It's offline. You cannot access it anymore. On the other side, do you know what Amazon's most profitable sector is, where they are really printing their profits? It's not the online store. It's the hosting of content, AWS, okay? This is where they're printing. Biggest sector, not revenue-wise, but profit-wise, okay? But the problem is it's centralized, meaning if Amazon doesn't like you, they'll just take you offline. If Amazon, for whatever, goes offline, you're offline, okay? Bitcoin fixes this. The data and the value inscripted on each Satoshi is on the blockchain. And if you know anything about the Bitcoin blockchain, it's the most safe asset on the internet out there, okay? It's the most decentralized thing that you can think of. One thing that is already happening that's obviously also bringing a lot of hype to it and shows, hey, there's some real value in it, okay? Wu-Tang Clan's Ghostface Killer drops exclusive music on Ordinals. Now just imagine the next step. You own some Satoshi number 23. You put Jordan's famous dunking picture, this picture here on top of it. Probably you're going to sell this for a pretty sweet profit. Now all of this data and all of this value stored on each Satoshi inherits all the benefits of Bitcoin. The security, the decentralization, the fact that it cannot be manipulated or replaced. And once you inscribe value to your Satoshi, okay, this is by the way being called artifact. This artifact will be there forever. So guys, let's get a little bit more technical, okay? Because my motivation for this video here right now was to study and really deep dive into this topic, because I want to take massive advantage, because I just think this opportunity is huge in order to capitalize out of it, okay? I'm none of these people who are like, oh my God, these JPEGs, there's so much value in it. I don't give a fuck about this, okay? I just want to milk crypto as much as possible. And I, with this video, want you to have the chance too. So how can we capitalize on it? Here's the deal. There's something that you have to focus on, and this is the runes protocol on Bitcoin. Going back to Casey here on Twitter, this is the guy who discovered ordinals, okay? He discovered it, he didn't invent it. So this guy created a protocol that's being called runes. And runes enables everyone to create tokens, meme coins, on the Bitcoin infrastructure. So runes will bring the meme coin and NFT gamble degeneracy to Bitcoin, to the largest brand in crypto. If you do not live under the rock, then you have heard of what kind of huge hype Solana meme coins had in this cycle. They were the massive narrative, and we can see here that the entire Solana meme coin market cap is $9 billion. While the entire Solana market cap is $77 billion, okay? And if we compare this right now, because the same is will be created on Bitcoin, okay? With these runes. And if we're checking now the difference between the Bitcoin market cap and the Solana market cap, you can see how much way more giant Bitcoin is than little Solana. Solana is 17 times smaller than Bitcoin, okay? And now just think about how much more bigger the runes market cap will grow from here. Okay, it's this tiny little bit here. Now, of course, the Bitcoin audience is much more conservative than the Solana audience, right? So they're not going to gamble as much into meme coins as Solana people, right? But you can still see how much bigger this potential is from this little circle that we have here. So the creation of each and every rune is being called etching, okay? And every rune that's being etched by the community will be unique, okay? Just like a website URL. The short 1 or 2 word names for these runes are going to be extremely rare. So I can definitely see after all of these arguments that meme coins and artifacts on runes will be the next 100x and 1000x play. And meme coins on Bitcoin is going to be so hot in this space. It's unbelievable. Memecoins and Solana was already going nuclear. And what is Solana against Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the big daddy. It's nothing against Bitcoin, right? Solana is so small against Bitcoin. My mom doesn't know Solana. So how can we find these 100x opportunities on Runes? So the Runes protocol was being launched today, exactly on the block where the Bitcoin halving event was going live. So first we need a wallet that enables us to trade and buy runes, okay? I use Xverse for that because without the right wallet that supports runes and this entire ecosystem, we cannot take advantage of this because all of this is on chain. Then one thing that we want to do is, then we want to go to Magic Eden and we want to get familiar with this. Keep in mind, whenever a new ecosystem like this launches in crypto, insane amount of capital are going to flood into here, okay? They're going to rotate from Solana Memecoins profits. All of these people will go and say, hey, what is the next big narrative? Where can I take my profits from Solana Memecoins and just make profits again, okay? It has been happening over here. This is my shot. This is my next shot. So all of this capital is rotating. Because even if the Bitcoin meme coin market cap will only reach a fraction of the Bitcoin total market cap, it will still rip the Solana meme coin market cap completely apart. And many Rune projects will make a lot of people a lot of money. Here's an example of the creator of Runes, how all of these names of these projects are going to be called, okay? This is just an example. And we can see, I mean, come on, man. What the fuck? Look at this. This is fucking strange. But this shows like how weird these people are and how weird and degenerate this entire space is. But just keep this in mind. But okay, these people are weird. But what are the projects, Nick, that potentially can 100x in this space? And of course, none of this is financial advice. I'm just sharing here with you what I'm buying and what I have my eyes on and what am I not buying, okay? Pups is one project that rallied up like crazy. I mean, if you look at this, zack, 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 going up like crazy. Look at the market cap, beautiful, okay? Rallying up all the way up here. Full disclosure, I don't own any pups. If we're checking this, this is freaking insane. $614 million market cap, okay? Now we're down to 460. Is this a good time to buy in right now? We'll go and analyze this in a second, but one thing that I know is, I know a guy who's 70 years old in Germany. He built a car manufacturing company. It took him 30 years of completely maxing out internationally. He has big ass clients, okay? It took him 30 years and ridiculous amounts of work, right? He has 3,000 employees and his company has the same valuation as this pup, right? And they started pretty much over here, okay? In a couple of months, crypto is just freaking insane, okay? And if we're now going to check their website, I mean, this is freaking insane. That's why I'm so, this is why I'm so excited to milk this, because this is just freaking ridiculous, okay? $500 million in this. And this is exactly why it's also so interesting, even for people like me. And I'm not sitting there like these crypto geeks who's like, oh, so fascinated by this art and the utility. This is unbelievable, right? All of these geeks they actually sit and they actually mean this. That's the crazy part, right? But what's interesting for me is how can I milk this sector as much as possible to buy even more supercars left and right, more nice vacations, more penthouses. I just love this stuff. So is this too high here right now? We are at 467. I don't think it necessarily is too high to buy in, because if we're comparing it with the meme coins that have been like, they're just dominating this cycle. Dog with hat, okay, we're at 2.8 billion, right? We have a nice multiple to go into here, okay? We have Pepe, 2.2 billion. Floki, 1.34, okay? 35. Are we gonna get crazy returns on this? I don't think so, okay? I much rather deploy my capital into bets with a much bigger opportunity. But what Pups shows us is that it pretty much has the exact same narrative than on all the other infrastructures. But what Pups shows us here, this is one big learning that I had, okay? That the exact same narrative in Memecoin works on each and every ecosystem. It's the dogs, it's the cats, it's the really stupid shit, right? The dumber the better, the monkeys, and they adjusted here just a little bit, right? They put on the Bitcoin pullover Fuck, that's ridiculous. But hey, I mean, look at the market cap. Numbers speak for itself. And all of this is exactly what memes are about. Let's go back to Magic Eden and let's go over how we can get involved. We're landing here directly on pre-runes, and this is exactly the place that where we want to be at. So all of these pre-runes, right? Runes launched just today, so all of them are not existent. That's why they're called pre-runes. They already existed on ordinals. But all of these exact projects here, they will go and migrate to runes as soon as it launched. Runestones, for example, you might have heard of. They had a pretty good hype. If we're checking now, look at this, $500 million market cap here already, okay? And you might have heard of it, okay? But they're pretty high already, okay? Their prices are pretty sweet. And I don't know if we're gonna go much higher, probably because there will be even more hype going into that. But I would not necessarily buy into this. Arguably, Rune Pups with a valuation of $83 million, $84 million nearly. This could be a nice bet because they're going to take, within a couple of months, the place up here and probably 5, 6, 7x from here, right? No financial advice. I don't know about this, right? This is just something I could speculate on. I mean, if we're honest, I mean, just look at this. It's the same shit as NFTs. But there will be a massive hype and there will be big time capital flooding into this, okay? Now it's only about whether we are on the smart side who understands narrative and who understands timing, or if we are the monkeys who are aping into this when it's just super high at the wrong time, at the worst possible time, because everybody's on the internet saying this will change the world forever, right? Runes will change the world forever. This monkey here, this is so special, it will change the world, right? People are going to believe this. The question is just now, do you understand how this works? Are you getting into it at the right time? Do you understand how to milk it? And especially, are you also selling it? Or are you the person who gets into it, buying in at the worst possible time and then gets fully dumped by the other person who understood it? If you recall Bored Apes, then Bitcoin Puppets is pretty much the Bitcoin version of Bored Apes of last cycle, okay? And they're pretty expensive. They cost like $25,000, $27,000. And I mean, look at this. Try explaining this, my dead grandfather, right? Rest in peace. He served in Second World War for Germany, right? And tell him that this picture here is worth $25,000. I don't know if he could only put his head around. Anyways, we're none of these crypto geeks with toothpick arms who are fully fascinated by this project. It's so beautiful, right? The utility of this is going to change the world. Yes, of course. This monkey here with a fucking nose ring will change the world. What the hell, right? We're just way more focused on being the James Bond investor, pulling up in our Rolls Royce, right? Milking this market because just the capital is flowing into it. It's just not like crypto is the place to be. It's just like this. As stupid as it looks like, but the capital flooding in there is just freaking insane. Okay? My neighbor is an investment banker and he explained me exactly, hey, crypto is the Wild West that we had 30 years ago, right? 20 years ago. When we could just do stupid stuff at Wall Street, okay, where everybody's just printing money, it's earning so much money. These times changed in all of these investment banks, okay, but this is exactly the time that we have here right now. If I show him this here, he's just like, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Fully take advantage of this, okay? Jump on it and just rip it apart. So what can you expect here on this channel in the next videos? My brother Lenny focuses mainly on Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? That's how we divided our parts here in crypto. Focus on these, on the real assets, okay? And as I am more degenerate than my brother, right? Way more risky than my brother, I dedicate my focus and my time to capitalize on this here, okay? Meme coins, and especially here now on Bitcoin. And I'll show you exactly what got me so excited going into meme coins, because first of all, I thought that meme coin is completely ridiculous. Who the fuck actually cares about this, okay? What kind of science is stick to this? But this guy here, Andrew Kang, made me really think after I read his tweet here, okay? So he pretty much says that meme coins are being looked at as the casino and the lottery of crypto, okay? But he says the market for memes is probably 100 times bigger, and he makes such a good point here that I'm like, hey, I want to understand, I fully want to understand this. I want to be the guy who fully understands this so I can take advantage of this, because the capital is flowing in to meme coins is just ridiculous. And there's a good point why they have value. Okay. Meme coins are assets, and people mentally are able to allocate a lot more into what they perceive as an investment / asset compared to the entertainment expense of a few fun nights out at the casino. Think about it this way. The global average spend across collective individual wealth into casinos is probably less than 2%. Very few people actually put everything on the table. How much might someone put into meme coins? Okay, and this is crazy. We have a lot of people who put 10 to 50% of what they have into their risk meme coin portfolio. Okay, they're just dumping into that. And there are people who are even putting 60, 70%. There are people who are doing 100, right? But definitely the number is bigger than 2%. Now think about how big the gambling and lottery, especially lottery industry is. Okay, this is insane. I've heard many people talk about meme coins as a zero-sum game. This is incorrect, and it's very interesting what kind of point he makes here, okay? We will continue to make higher highs and lower lows across cycles, and over the next decade, to aggregate market cap of meme coins will increase. And here we can see how he sees that, okay? Tokens, serious projects, meme coins. Okay, and this is actually the case. The attention that is being captured in meme coins is ridiculous. Okay, and this is the game plan that we have, right? My brother and I have been crushing crypto. The past couple of years, even in the bear cycle, was transformative for our life. Going into crypto was very transformative because way less work than service business. I mean, with a service business with 23 employees, we shifted from these 23 employees, big team, a lot of salespeople, going into having an analyst team, right? Our focus on crypto, and we can see a vehicle shift like this, how our income just exploded. Especially the best thing is we're taking our laptop, we're taking our phone, we're traveling, we're making more money than ever before, okay? No calls with the team, none of this stuff. And for me, the best decision of my life, okay? Now, how we divide this, because obviously we have to divide our focus. As I said, my brother, Bitcoin, Ethereum, the more important things, I would say, because you can milk Bitcoin if you trade it, okay? Buying it is nice, but it takes a long time to double and triple, you know? It will take a long, long time. But if we leverage trade the way we're doing it, and if you're not taking advantage of this here right now, if you do not understand how this works and how to take advantage of this, get yourself into the Penthouse Crypto University, okay? We have a killer product, killer product we just launched, right? With all the knowledge that we have from our pro analysts, with all the knowledge that we have learned from $1 million lessons, right? We have invested so much money into crypto, lost a lot, then gained so much, right? All of this is in this product. It's for free, okay? I could easily charge because we even have live calls in there, right? We have full-time traders on this team who are making sure that you understand this entire thing, right? I'm paying this out of my own bag, right? In order to grow this brand here. That's the motivation behind this, right? I want to grow this brand massive and then far in the future, you know, capitalize on it, right? But for now, I'm investing in there. But the thing is, we have here something that other people, friends of mine, okay, in the investment space, are selling for $20,000, right? Free. Keep your credit card at home. Click the link down below. Check it out. It's sleek as hell. It's high value as fuck. And I'm really, really pumped that this is now launched. I want to see you in there. It's free. You don't have anything to lose. Just check it out. If you don't like it, all cool. But I cannot imagine that. So anyways, I'll teach you exactly how you become a millionaire in there. I'll show you the exact way how we make millions and millions of dollars in crypto, right? How we're buying cars all the time, how we retire our parents doing that, how we spend a shit ton of money on my parents' health. I mean, if you follow me on Instagram, you know exactly how crappy they looked a couple of years ago. Now, once I took the entire stress off of them, now when I send them to the best doctors in the world, they're getting the craziest supplements. And with money, you can do incredible things. My parents, look at them over here. Look at them over here right now, how they're looking like right now, right? They're enjoying the sun all day long, drinking cappuccino at the beach in Dubai. If they want to travel to Japan, boom, send them over to Japan, give them a nice little, you know, pocket money to spend. And this is what our task is, right? The Ferrari, the Rolls Royces, the watches, the pen, all of this is nice. But the most important thing is your parents are getting older and older, and you can actually take that money that you're making and give them a way longer and better life with way more life quality.